Hi, I'm going to do a real quick how to create a cutting diagram using the Cricut Design Space, and we're going to start by inserting a shape. We're going to do a square. We're going to make that square 12 by 12. We're going to put it in the upper right left-hand corner, and we are going to make it white. Just makes it easier to see the next step. All right, we are going to now insert a new shape, and that's going to be another square. To width, we are going to make it a rectangle, so take off the lock, make the width 4, and the height is going to be 5 1/4. And we're going to put it at the upper left-hand corner. So you have your first piece in. We're going to change the color of that to a light gray. And then we are going to add text because we want to put the size, and it is 5 1/4. We're going to do 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and we are going to change the font to a writing font so it will look better when we and let's change this to a regular 5 1/4 so it'll be easier for your guests who are cutting to see it. I like that you can make this large so that you can see it. You can also change the font to one you like better if you don't like this one. So now this is selected. We're going to hold the shift key and select the shape, and we are going to attach. All right, so now they're attached and it's in the space we want it, and now we're going to duplicate it. And for this one, because I'm going to add some other parts for this card on this mat, I am going to only do 4 of these total, so we added 3 more. And now we're going to place them on the diagram, and we're going to do that by using, again, the X and Y positions. So the first thing we're going to do is put one of them at 1, and we are going to put it, you have to remember it was 5 1/4, but we have an inch, so we're going to put it at 6 1/4. And then we're going to put the next one is going to be at 5 1, and that'll put it up in the top. And the last one is going to be at 6 1/4 and 5 1/4. I got that backwards. I did. I usually do at least one backwards, 5 and then 6 1/4. So now you have your 4 pieces for your card bases. When I get this done, it's going to actually be a total of 10 cards. They're going to be able to cut out 10 cards from 2 sheets of cardstock. So the next piece we're going to add to it is going to be a smaller piece, and I'll show the card and the completed project later. The key right now is I wanted to show everybody how to do this. Now this one is going to be 1 1/4, and it's going to be by 3 1/4. Remember to unlock your proportional. That's what happens when I'm in a hurry. All right, so we have 1 1/4 by 3 1/4, and we are going to put that up at 9 1, so it'll go at the top. We are going to change the color again to the lighter gray. We are going to add the text, and again, this time it was 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. I did that again. I type it in the way the way I put it in the Cricut, but it needs to be the way people can read it. There we go. All right. Now what we're going to do here is we are going to actually turn that 90 degrees using your rotate, and we are going to slide it over. Then we're going to make it smaller so it still can be read, but it's not huge and fits inside. And then we will, again, you've already got this selected, so hold the shift and select the smaller one, and then we're going to attach. Now we're going to duplicate that a couple of times. That's 3. All right, we're going to do 6 here. I would be putting all 10 of them on this one, but I'm just going to do 6 right now so that you can see. This first one is selected. We're going to go back to the edit, and we are going to place it next to that top one right here. So it's at, I believe we're going to do we're going to do 10 1/4. Make sure you put that point in there. And we are going to do it by 1. Okay, so that puts it right next. Now let's click on the next one. And that one is going to be at 11.5 by 1. And you can kind of see where I'm looking at, 11.5, 10.25. All right, now these ones are going to go underneath that first one. And so this time we are going to, let's click on this one so I can remember which. Okay, we are going to put it at 4 3/4. Got it backwards again. We're going to put it at 9 4 3/4. The next one is going to be at 10.25 by 4 3/4. And then the last one will be 11.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, so now we have 6 pieces in, and I want to unselect everything. Now, if you want to add here, you can insert a shape, and I am just going to unlock here and make it small and long and bring it down here. And then because this one's actually just going to be cardstock and it's going to be raspberry, and this is really close to the raspberry color right there, you can just put that right here and then add your text and type in raspberry. All right, and then move that raspberry down to on top of the color. And again, hold the shift key and click and attach. So now those are together. Now, if you want, you can select all and hit group just in case something starts to get moved around. But you don't have to because you're not really going to save any of this. I mean, you can, because then you can go back and change it and use it quickly, unlike I'm doing right here. But the cool thing is, I'm going to go ahead and open my Picasa, because if my Picasa photo editor is open at the time I do a print screen, it will automatically bring it in to the print screen, to the Picasa. So we have the Picasa here, and see, it already brought it in. So now I can bring that up, hit crop, and then just crop out exactly what you want, like that. Hit apply, and then you can just save it out and bring it into your Word document and put in whatever other instructions you want. The other cool thing is, if you want to create, I'm going to do that real quick for you. If you want to create a picture of what the card's going to look like, you can do that too. And I will share with you what my card's going to look like. And then later, maybe sometime tomorrow, I'll actually share the photo of what the card looks like, because it's just a clean and simple card I'm doing for a class. So this one is going to be, we're going to make this the normal width of a card. So it would be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And it's going to, we're going to change that to white because my card base is going to be white. All right. And then I'm just going to do some duplicating. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to edit it down. Again, unlock the proportion. And this time we're going to make it the 4 by 5 1/4. All right. I'm just going to set that there for now. I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to make that one raspberry. All right. And you can select those. And you can do the align, and you can center it so you get a really cute center. Right now I want to pick up that back one again, and we are going to duplicate it again, and then we are going to edit it, and this time it is going to be one more down, so it'll be 3 3/4 by 5. Right, and again we can align that to center. Right. And then we'll pick the raspberry piece again, and we are going to go to layers and duplicate. I know I'm going fast, but you can hit some pause buttons there. All right, And this is going to be the piece that we put here. So this time it's going to be 3 1/4 by 1 1/4. Right, and that piece is going to sit right about here. And then this piece, the white, we're going to duplicate it one more time. I like to do a lot of duplicating. And this time this white piece is going to be it's going to be 3 1/4 by 1. And then that's going to go in the center. And that's where the sentiment is going to be stamped. And like I said, I will share with you exactly what the card's going to look like in a picture of the actual card. And this probably needs to come down a little bit further. All right. And what you can do is after you make the card, you can come in and add your text and put the, let's say it's going to be 1.5 inches down. So we can grab that and put that here. And then you can add an arrow in here. I'm not going to go through all that, but you can, just like you do on in the other ones, you can, make different shapes and things so that you can add all your instructions right here. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. I will share more later.